Hey everybody, hello, welcome. Glad to have you. Glad to have you. It's good to be here. Funny thing is, we're starting early, and I legitimately thought we would be starting late today. I had some issues with my workout. I relied too heavily on electronics, and the electronics weren't working properly. So I was really stressed that I wasn't going to get in my full workout and still be able to make the stream on time. But I overcame, I persevered, and I got the job done. I know the video is not up yet. I am still finishing up just one more thing, but we still are going to start early, though. So how was everyone's day? I hope you're feeling good. You're ready for a fun stream. I didn't have much planned today. I spent most of today working, and there was some discussion, as you guys I'm sure have figured out by now, on the compensation as it stood. So that didn't leave me a lot of time for really planning out today's stream very well. I'll be perfectly honest on that. Plus, I got a video that I had to finish. And I was getting to it. I was finishing some other stuff that was G14 classified that you guys couldn't see. So, there you go. Welcome, Schmitty. Good to have you. Hey, you know what, Smitty? You're like the new Bubba. You realize that now, right? Except for Bubba was always the first one in the stream. I miss the guy, man. I hope he's alright. I really do. But, so yeah, I didn't really plan this one out very well at all. So we're just going to have fun. We're going to do stuffs. As you can see, I have a new speed team up right now that I'm working on, featuring my girl Casey. Now, kind of a mini account update since we're talking about my account. I did decide, again, of course. Yeah, we do miss you, Bubba. If you're out there lurking, we do. Hey, thanks for the host, Ravello. Just in case you're out there lurking, Bubba, you actually are missed, my friend. But back to the account update. I did decide to 6-star Casey. However, this week, it was really, really busy. I have done 0 farming to make 0 fodder to 6-star Casey. So I'm just going to write this week off as just a pure farming week. So we'll definitely have our 30 summons for Saturday. Shouldn't be any problems there. Even though I really didn't get to farm that much, to be completely honest. I had it up to farm, but Spider-Man is a hard game to farm and play. Even with this just hitting replay. And with the kind of the drama this week, remembering to hit replay was also a little rough there, so I apologize about that. I'm sorry. But at least Saturday, you know, we will have summons. So that's always a good thing. I'm not expecting much. Every Saturday, I ask for the same thing. Water Magical Girl or GD. And I got my Water Magical Girl last week, or the week before. So the only thing I have to ask for this week is GD. So I'm just curious. It seems like it went over well. But how did you guys feel about the comp? Did you guys feel it was the updated comp is better, especially now that is excluding the exploiters, and then now the summons are actually just going to be 100% free. So your 1,000 gems you'll be able just to keep for yourselves. Are you happy about that? Are you sad? It seems like the general feeling is happiness. You know, so, but I'm just curious how you guys feel about it. Man, I'm super tired. Like, really, really tired. I really wish this team would work without Xenia. I so wish it would. I hate it when she derps strips, because when she derps strips, it goes on longer than it needs to go on. And that's just sad. Really is. Someone was telling me to pull Xenia out and to go with Blue Hag, and that Blue Hag's strip is reliable. But I don't think that's going to be possible because you need cooldown reduction for this to work. So I've tried it actually with Esper, which is a much better stripper than Zinnia. But the fight still goes on too long because you lose Zinnia's cooldown. Well, that's good. That's good, Bubba. I'm happy you were happy even before today. And that it looks like today made a lot of others happy, which is always a good thing, right? Like you want your customer base to be happy. So that's really good. I feel a little low energy today. I don't know why. Maybe I didn't eat enough calories. I had breakfast was a maple pecan muffin from Starbucks and a PSL Frappuccino. Oh, what did I call you? What did I call you? I called you something and obviously didn't think about it because I have no idea what I called you. Did I call you Bubba? Did I? Oh, man, if I called you Bubba, I'm going to feel bad. Wow, I did? Oh, man, I feel bad. I feel bad. Lucky you're not female, because I think for females, that's up there with one of the unforgivable crimes. Calling him by another woman's name, so... I'm in luck there. I'm in luck. But yeah, Smitty, I'm really sorry, dude. I don't know, maybe it's this low energy feeling I have today. My Apple Watch says I only got 3 hours and 37 minutes of sleep last night, so that probably is playing into it. Yeah, he actually is, dude. I mean, legit, Bubba is on my mind. Like, because, I mean, and I like all you guys, right? I like all my viewers. But, like, Bubba was literally there in the beginning when it was me and him for an entire hour. And on my 3-hour streams, it was, like, me and him for an entire, sometimes 2.5 hours. Like, there would be, like, maybe 2 or 3 other people just lurking. But it would be, like, literally, it was, in the beginning, it was the Bubba and Val chat hour. Or chat 3 hours on Saturday, right? Before we actually got decent numbers for Saturday. Like... So it's like a bummer for me to have kind of like that kind of that founding, I was going to say father figure, but that founding member of, you know, of your stream not be there. And then it wouldn't be so bad if I would look in like DHC and then see that like, again, now he hasn't been logged in for over a day. So it's like, ow, like, you know, don't have him in game, don't have him in chat. So... Oh, that's how it was, really? Yeah, dude, it's a bummer. Like, I mean, the good news is, you know, I hope Bubba hasn't gone, but if he has, you know, if he's out of it, the good news is you guys will still have me, right? And pretty much Smitty is the new Bubba. If Smitty ever gets tired of it and just stops showing up, I think next in line is Mullet. And after Mullet, I believe is Mint. Mint would be next in line, because you... 4 were like the ones there in the beginning. I can't think of anyone else actually who I would consider in my mind like a founding member, right? But anyways, so I'm a little low energy today. Like I honestly think it's because I haven't been streaming because I haven't been sleeping well. Like honestly, I got up this morning. I checked out my watch to see what my sleep was like, and it was like 3 hours 37 minutes. So I was like, well, crap. That sucks. And then I had, like I said, a maple pecan muffin for breakfast and a pumpkin spice frappuccino from Starbucks was my breakfast. Then I made the bomb.com turkey sandwich for lunch. And I haven't had dinner yet. Probably going to skip dinner, I think. Unless I start playing KC. You hate KC so much. Well, good news is I am playing KC. The bad news is I'm not streaming it or making videos for it currently. The videos did okay, but I was fully aware people didn't like me streaming it. So, I get it. I get it. I hear you loud and clear. But I definitely still play it because I enjoy it. Pretty much my rule is going to be, regardless if people respond well to it or not, I'm going to stream and make videos for games that I enjoy. So, I mean, that's just how it's going to go. But I would never sacrifice a DHC stream slot for another game. So, like, I would... I would only stream DHC on Thursdays and Saturdays. Like, I wouldn't stream Spider-Man or anything like that. Unless it was after said DHC stream, right? So that's kind of the only time I would ever do that. But I would never, like, move it out. Well, I wish I didn't feel so low energy. It has to be sleep. I'm probably not going to stream at all. I'm going to use this video for my video for Friday. Actually, I like it. It's just that it's turn-based. Like, I would like it more if it wasn't turn-based. Like, it's perfect for streaming because you can actually talk out all your moves. You can, you know, even be funny and make it, like, you know, make weird predictions and, like, be totally shocked if they actually come true on how you're going to play out a match. So it's very stream-friendly, right? When it's a real-time game, you have to be less of a predictor and more of a commentator, right? You have to be like, oh, XYZ happened and this is awesome. Let me try to counter it by doing XYZ. Like, so you have to be quicker on your feet when it's a real-time game like a DHC is. But I'm definitely okay. I'm up to the challenge. For sure. No doubts in my mind. None at all. But I'm really liking Casey, just so you guys are aware. I really am. I'm still happy I decided to build her. She's really lowered my run times. Like, I know you see 1:09 right now, but I've actually done this in a minute flat with her. Things just all have to line up. That's all. Like, you know, it's got to line up perfectly for her to get it. But on average, you know, it's anywhere from 1:06 to like 1:20, 22 seconds. Holy smokes, man. Wake up, no, wake up, wake up. Maybe I have to, like, surprise myself. I should put on one of those shock or jump YouTube videos to make myself wake myself up, surprise it. Is 7 seconds or 7 minutes? Either way, if that's your fastest, it's impressive either way. So I guess it really doesn't matter. If it's your fastest, dang, stop hacking. If it's your slowest, dang, start hacking. Oh my goodness. Nah, I'm not endorsing hacking. I'm not endorsing hacking. Don't think that. Not at all. Not at all. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the fastest I've gotten in runs. Alright. So we still don't know. You still haven't explained. Is that 7 minutes or 7 seconds? Oh, 1.07. Okay, okay. Alright. Yeah, this team can actually get a minute flat. It just all has to line up. They can't get rooted by the spit. Getting rooted by the spit is just like the worst. And so far, it's 100%. Like, I haven't wiped yet using this team. I'm a big Casey fan, though. I am. It's going to be nice to have a dark unit. I really got to... And then after her, I'm going to do Baba Kruk. And then we still don't know who's after Baba Kruk. It depends on how my summons go on Saturday. If I pull, like, a GD, I'll drop Casey. And then I'll start work on the GD. If I don't pull a GD, because that's really the only thing that I would build right now, then I'll keep going with Casey and Baba Kruk. And after Baba Kruk, I have no idea. If we don't pull anything next Saturday, maybe, I don't know. We'll figure out something. We'll figure out something. I don't think it'll be Water Hag, just because she doesn't have cooldown reduction. Maybe I'll finally make a Rhoda. Maybe. Oh, it did? What was your clear time with your free-to-play team, Smitty? Although I do have the grindy hero to back her up. Yeah. No, it doesn't hurt to have backup. See, like, here's runs I dislike. Where Xenia is, like, just derping. It's like, Xenia, you see the shield, right? I wish the AI, and this would probably make it too OP, was smart enough to know if there's no strip, not to use the strip. But I get why, because your most strips still do damage, so it would be damage you're missing out on, which would probably increase your runtime. Dude, guys, I'm so sorry I'm drained. You have my word on Saturday. I'm actually going to get rest. I'm not going to stay up all night playing Spider-Man like I did last Saturday. But I am probably still going to stream Spider-Man after the Saturday stream. Or I might even stream Spider-Man tomorrow, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, welcome. I see a couple of new people joined up. Thanks, guys, for coming out. I appreciate it. Playing some DHC, talking about all things DHC related. If you have questions, don't be shy. Feel free. Just jump in. I'm a real easygoing streamer. I'm happy to answer any questions that you have. So just come out, relax, you know. If you got a margarita, if that's your thing, go grab one, pull it up, drink it, sit back, and just chill. Because that's how my stream is. It's chill. My stream is the THC of the DHC community. Yes, sometimes I will say things like that. I don't know exactly what that means. I think my point was to be that it is a pretty chill and mellow stream that will make you crave Funyuns after an hour of doing it. I don't know. I don't know. But that's how I roll. That is how I roll. But you built Water Derby Girl to see if she could be slightly less effective version of Alia. And what did the survey say on that, Smitty? Was she a slightly less effective version of Alia? Inquiring minds want to know. Like, this team right now is just so good. It's so good. I like these guys. They're awesome. I've been thinking about like doing a free-to-play team, but then I would have to level like more units, and I would have to like really think. And like me and thinking, we have a very complicated relationship, right? Because you got moments like the THC comment earlier, the THC of DHC, which I like. It has a nice ring to it, but I don't know if I thought that fully through. There is my girl, Sassy Redhead. Oh yeah, now it is a party. We got a redhead. We've got Bubba. Oh my God. Smitty. We got Smitty. Even it's so bad. My son now is correcting me. So, and we got Haas. Haas should be a regular face. Haas, you got to be here more regularly, man. I'm sorry, Smitty. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm going to give Smitty a complex. He's going to think I don't appreciate him for him. Smitty says thank you for being his backup. Okay, person with yellow name. I can't see your name. I'm going to have to highlight your name so it gets highlighted and changes the background color. All right, there we go. J. Hickson 69. All right. Well, welcome, J. Hickson 69. Yeah, I'm sure I can, but I have to do stuff, and I have to think, J. Hickson. And as you saw, me and thinking, we have a complicated relationship, as I've definitely explained. I know, Haas, I'm busting your chops, man. I'm busting your chops. You're an old school kind of dude, so don't take it wrong. Val's just trying to have a good time with you, my friend. Yeah, I mean, definitely free-to-play teams, are doable. I have some units that I know would work, but then you gotta make them. You gotta say intelligent stuff about them. You're on Sig, Monument, Cassandra, Fire, SL, Monis, and it's about 1 minute 5 seconds. Only non-free-to-play unit is Fire SL. That's the yeah. What'd you want to do, Josh?
Yeah, go outside.
Oh yeah. Really though, when you have a 4-star, I mean, technically, let's be honest. technically any team is a free-to-play team because free-to-play can pull with their limited summons a 5-star, a 4-star, or whatever, right? Technically, they can. Any team technically is a free-to-play team. When I think of a free-to-play team, I think of what another game would call low-budget team, meaning like 3-star, 2-star units. So when I say free-to-play team, I'm talking about no 4-star, no 5-star unit. Literally anyone who does 0 summons could likely make this team, right? Because in a free-to-play team I would build, you could literally build it just from pulling from the common pool, right? Which is 2 and 3-star units. So when I say free-to-play team, that's what I'm referring to. There would be no 4, no 5-star units. Like, I have one in mind, and I know it'll work because I used it in the beginning, except for I was running Zeveron and Alia. So I know the first 3 units off the top of my hand. off the top of my hand, I really do. Off the top of my head, I know the first few units. But the water units, there's a competition right now in my brain as to who it would be. So maybe I'll do it. I mean, if the community wants it, I'll likely do it. Because it'll give me something to make YouTube videos on as I build them and review the units, because likely I haven't reviewed them. The base 3-star units, I definitely have reviewed them. Because I know it would include either Zircon or Amethyst. Because let me tell you, Zircon and Amethyst, they're AI fix. You guys, I'm telling you, they're baller. They are baller. Like, for sure. Like, I'm thinking it would be something like Zircon, Amethyst, or not both of them, one or the other, right? So, Mojo or Wonga, Zinnia, Monis, and like, what's her face? Katsuko, Fire Magical Girl. Because I've actually pulled Fire Magical Girl so many times just from Common Disc, it's not even funny. And that to me is that is so free to play friendly, it's not even funny. Like, you could literally build it from Common Disc, right? I think it would be a good idea to do with the influx of new players that come into DHC to see. Alright, my mod and longtime viewer Smitty says it's a good idea. Let me finish Casey, because I need a dark 6-star. Bubba, right now I don't have any. So when light comes around, like, I have to pray people don't leave my group because of my 5-star units. But on the positive side, my 5-star units are... Hey, Batty! What's up? Fellow guildie chiming in right now. Good to see you. I didn't do it, did I? Honestly, did I? Are you being straight with me? Oh my god. Oh. Alright. We have to initiate a penalty system for Val. And I know I'm not doing it to anyone else, guys, but I have a tremendous respect for Smitty, right? And I'm not showing that right now. So, Smitty, just because it is you, every time that I call you Bubba, I'm going to give you 5 cassette tapes. We're going to punish Val. I need some kind of incentive to remember this, because this is getting ridiculous. So, I called him Bubba, Smitty, because, oh, god dang. I called him Bubba Hoster. Oh my, okay. So, I called Smitty Bubba Hoster. So, there we go. Finally got that out correctly. I'm going to say it's because I'm super tired. My gosh, that was ultra difficult for me to finally get out. Ethereal, what is up, playa? How you doing? Good to see you. Glad you came out to my stream. We were just talking about I'm going to be doing a free-to-play team, like purely free-to-play. 2 and 3 stars only. So stuff you would get out of the common disc pool. And Smitty thinks it's a great idea. So I'm likely going to do it. I just want to finish my Casey, because I don't have a dark unit, a dark 6-star unit for co-op, and I at least want one. right? At least one. Yeah. The team I'm thinking about is for SW10 is going to be Amethyst, Wonga, Manis, Zinnia, Fire, Magical Girl, so Katsuko, and I don't know, and I think that's it, right? That's 5. Wonga, Amethyst, Manis, Zinnia, Katsuko. Yeah, it's going to be slow, and I'm going to build Manis pure DPS, because you have to, right? In a team like that, you have to build Manis pure DPS. Like, which means his heal is going to really help Katsuko out. And then you've got Amethyst for immunity, and you've got Wonga for the attack buff. So, I mean, you're definitely going to have heals covered. Between Katsuko and Amethyst, you're going to rock. Oh, yeah, no, dude. Like, I'm definitely down for that. All right, I'll do it. I have most of those units already. The good news is it gives me an excuse to 6-star Amethyst right now because I do need dark units. Sig, Monument, Cassandra, Manis, Rhoda. Yeah, that's another good team. But the thing is, like, Rhoda has so many good uses. I like that idea. I like it. And I don't care about bringing weak elements to SW10 because for my entire SW, when I started SW10, my team was Kendrick, Nature Naga, Zevron, Manis, and Alia. That's how I started SW10. Like, my runs were crazy slow because I didn't know nothing about gear. My gear was totally wrong for everybody. And my runs 100% depended on Zevron having invulnerability up during the AoE. And no joke, there were 3 to 4 minute runs at about 70%. So then I smarted up and I said, wait, my gear sucks. Why am I trying to do this at 70 to 60% success, right? So I went back to SW4 and farmed it for, I would say, 2 to almost 3 weeks. Got great gear. Oh, finally a decent 6-star. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Game Law. Finally a decent 6-star. Like, that's honestly my first good 6-star drop in easily 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I'm spoiled. I pulled Light Siege Tower first week of the game, so she carried me through SW and ED10. See, like, my problem was I pulled a unit that could have soloed SW10, Zevron, and right after Zevron I pulled Alia, but I had him geared terribly. I mean, absolutely, Dub I am. Hey, my friend, welcome. You're a new face, just like J Hicks 69. I'm glad that you came out to my stream, my friend. Thanks. I appreciate it. We're just talking SW10 builds right now. I'm going to be doing, as a recommendation. Oh, Dub I am even followed up with a follow. Thank you, Dub I am. I really appreciate it. The support means a lot. I am a small fish in a big pond. So all your support matters. Thank you. Hey, Val, don't you know somebody who in-game name is Violet J? You know, I know there's a Violet J, and it's Mullet. So, Mullet's a cool cat. I like Mullet. Mullet's been around with me for a while. He's been in my stream off and on for quite a while. But yeah, so we're talking SW10 builds. And basically, the build I'm thinking of doing is going to be... Because here's the thing I like to preach to noobs. This is something I love to preach. Stability over speed. Don't try to be new in SW10 and make a speed team. No. That's a bad idea. Very bad idea. Make a stable team regardless if it's slow. That's why I recommend the team I recommend. Because that team shouldn't die. If you were runed properly, or, oh my goodness. $5 in the swear jar, I said runed. But if you are geared properly, that my team that I recommend isn't going to die. It really isn't. Hit me, Smitty. Tell me how fast you kill me. Now. Oh, do you actually have him in your arena list? Oh, he legitimately has him. Oh, wow. Let us all know how you do, Smitty. I'm very, very curious. I hit a few people that I recognize. Like, I've hit Claytano. I've hit Naders. Actually, I hit Naders on stream, and someone mentioned, hey, dude, you just destroyed Naders' defense. And I was like, I did? I wasn't paying attention. Like, what you guys got to know about me is when it comes to arena, I am not the DHC authority. My arena team is built on being able to auto. Like, I honestly spent so much time finding the perfect comp for auto arena where I don't have to think. Oh, another. Okay, this is 5-star, but this is still decent. I spent a lot of time coming up with the auto arena team that carries me to 80, roughly 70. Not higher than that, though. Like, I've never seen top 50 with it. Probably never will, because there's at a point when you get up there, you got to focus. You got to manual. You got to make sure you're doing everything right. And honestly, I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered with it. That's ridiculous. I just can't be bothered with it. I'm just not. I could be competitive because I do spend, but it takes too much work. It just does. I'm happy with my, around 80 to 70-ish. But, like, typically, because I forget to do rush hour, I end up, like, 120, 180, around there. When I remember to do rush hour, it's, like, around, like I said, 80 to the 60. No higher. I've never seen the top 50. Don't even know what it looks like. Don't know what it smells like. Don't know what it tastes like. I think it tastes like success, but since I've never been there, I just don't know. So, since we have some new people, one of the things that I like to do in my stream is, if you take a look, the bot mentions we have a store. Take a look at our store. You can actually do this command. In our store, you earn, or by watching my stream, you earn cassette tapes. Cassette tapes is our currency. That is how you buy things from the store. You can do various things to get more or less cassette tapes. Like, you can anger Smitty, in which case he will remove all your cassette tapes and give them to himself. But one of the things that I like to do is I ask random movie questions, and they have a certain cassette tape value. Be the first in chat to answer the question correctly, and you will win that amount of cassette tapes. Now, if you look at the store, we got some elite items. We got iTunes gift card, and we got some pops. So take a look. You earn 1 cassette tape per 10 minutes you watch. For subscribers, you earn 2 cassette tapes per 10 minutes. Plus, there's other stuff you can do to earn it. Like if you host me, if you donate, you get 5 times per dollar. So $5 will be 25 cassette tapes, etc., etc. The first time you sub, you get a burst of cassette tapes. So to kind of get you guys in a habit, because there's quite a few of you here who are new, let's ask a movie trivia question. But I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be straight up honest with you. Mullet is currently the king of this. We used to have a guy in here. He's been a little AFK for a bit. Paintball Bubba. He used to be really good at it. But right now, Mullet is the king of, definitely, of the movie trivia questions. So, because we have so many new people, we're going to ask a very high value cassette tape question. So, here's the question. And again, you can use Google. Using Google, if you're a redhead, you get triple points. I don't know about that one, Miss Sassy. I don't know about that one. But here we go. So the value is going to be 200 points. You heard me right, 200 points. Now, the more points I give, the harder it is. This one is not easy. So 200 points is not the max. 500 is the max, but 500 cassette tape questions I only do on my birthday and Christmas. So, and the last 500 point question, our old friend Bubba got that right and then donated his points. So if you're one of those altruistic, I believe is the word, people, and you want to donate to someone else, feel free. All right, so enough about that. So here is the 500 point question. Or 500, 200 cassette tape question. Oh, wait, let me check it first. I forgot to check it because it's 200, so... Oh, dang, that one's too easy. I thought it was harder, but I typed it in. I typed it in wrong. It actually was easy. No, definitely you can try. Honestly, what Mullet said is kind of true. Mullet is pretty freaking good at it. I'm being honest. Mullet is pretty freaking good. Like, he typically gets them. Either he has really good Google skills, or like me, he just watches a lot of movies. Okay. Okay. All right. Oh, wait. I spelled this wrong. Hold on, guys. I got the question. Okay, this one, because it's 200 points, remember, it is going to be hard. Google is 100% allowed, and you are going to need to use it. So here it is, without further ado. For 200 cassette tapes, here is the movie quote. That's one of those special keys, the kind that shreds. Name the movie that is from. Good luck, by the way. Google is not going to be your friend in this. I forgot to try something here. Let's see. For 200 points, or 200 cassette tapes, to all the noobs. So, what? And by the way, thank you all for coming out. The reason why we just did that and gave Mullet a chance to get 200 more cassette tapes is because of all... Oh my goodness! Hoster coming out with The Last Boy Scout, 1991. That line was uttered by none other than Damon Wayans towards the end of the movie. The Last Boy Scout is correct. Sorry, ex-baddie. Mullet, where were you, man? You're sleeping at the wheel, buddy. Did your Google skills fail you? Or because Google lists a bunch of movies that for that possible quote. So let's give Hoster, congrats, my friend. You get 200 shiny cassette tapes. Let me find you on the leaderboard here, Haas. Are you first page? Let's see if you're first. You are not first page, but you're probably going to be now. Hoster. Let's see. You are number 36. So let's find you here on the leaderboard. Yeah, you're second page. There you are. 200. Submit. All right. Haas, oh, it still wasn't enough to get you on the first page. Still wasn't enough, my friend. You're let's see, you're at 263 cassette tapes, and you're 26. 25 has, whoa, why didn't that bump you up further? Yeah, there you go. I looked at it wrong. You're number 12. You're number 12. My bad. My bad. You're number 2. I looked at it wrong, Haas. Don't worry. You are our first page. We'll do one more 200 cassette tape question. That one turned out to be too easy. Way too easy. And I even picked an obscure movie. I really like The Last Boy Scout. If you haven't seen it, it is worth watching. Bruce Willis, Damon Wayans. Who else is in it? You've never seen the movie? It was pretty good. It was a pretty good movie. I like it. It's one of my favorites. Let me think here. Oh, this is a good one. Okay. Let me try this one, guys. I'm coming up with it. Oh, I spelled that wrong. So I gotta verify it that it's not too easy in Google. So that's why I have to do that. Dang it. Comes up first thing in Google. We can't use it. Can't use it. Can't use it. Oh, wait. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Here's one. Let's try this one. Gosh, dang it. That one comes up first thing in Google. All right. Let me think. Let me think. Let me think. Okay. That movie's obscure. That movie. Okay, let me try this one. Oh, my goodness. Is that going to come up first thing? First thing, that one comes up. Oh, my goodness. All right. Crap. All right, I'm thinking. Because I guess obscure movies, people deliberately knew I was going to create this in the future and started putting in every obscure movie quote I can think of. Oh, man. Let me think. Oh, yes. Okay, I got it. What is the... Okay, where is it? Let me see. Let me try this one. Oh, hey! Fine, dude! Another decent 6-star. Thank you. Like, that's... I don't... My brain is exploding. Like, honestly, guys, 2 weeks... This is breaking a 2-week crap 6-star streak right now. Like, this is... I'm super excited. Gosh dang it. This one comes right up too. This is proving, and I can't use my Christmas question. My Christmas question I'm saving. Like, my Christmas question is ridiculously hard. Of course, because it's 500 points. So, let me think. Let me think of another one. I've seen so many obscure movies. You guys would honestly be surprised. Dang it, I used that quote. I had one, but I remembered, and it was hard. All right, so this is what we're going to do. I am actually going to throw a softball. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to throw a softball. So, this one is super easy. All right, super easy, and it's still going to be 200, right? So, no, I've used this one before. I've used that one before. I can't use it. All right, this should be easy. Let me look at this gear. Oh yeah, I'm down with that. I mean, it's no, I'm not, because it's vampire. I bought the master pack, so I have awesome vampire gear coming out my butt. That's not even good enough to compete with the 6-star gear I got for it. But okay, so this is gonna be easy. I'm still gonna leave it at 200 cassette tapes. It's likely gonna come down to who can type the fastest. But here we go. Death follows him like a shadow. Name that movie. And I want the full title. Full title. Does not count without the full title. You okay, son? What's wrong? I'm tired. 200 cassette tapes on the line. Death follows him like a shadow. Must have Avengers Infinity War. Yes, that is correct. I went more recent just to be respectful because I don't know the new people's extent of their movie knowledge. And I know there are a few who've watched a few old 80s movies like I have who would have had an advantage. So I went more recent. And that is Hoster again walking away with 200. So, just for you new people, that's how we roll. They aren't always worth that many points. We just did it because we had some new faces. I want to show you kind of what our stream is about. And that's really it. Just have fun. I'm a big movie buff. Like, that's one thing. I'm a huge movie buff. I really like them. So, I came up with a game we can play in stream that actually plays to that. So, and it's not always going to be movies. Sometimes I might do a TV show. I've done that. I've done cartoons before. Not many, but I've done them. Speaking of TV shows, any of you guys watch Iron Fist Season 2? Oh, God awful shelf. Welcome to the club, my friend. Thank you for smashing that follow button. I really appreciate it. I'm super happy to have you. As I've said many times to some of my old viewers, it is awesome when I get a follow because I'm a small fish in a really big pond. So I'm super happy when I see that follow button get hit. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. But yeah, oh man. So I'm going to tell you guys a super crazy life story. And I know everyone who's normal to my stream always waits for this part of the stream where Val tells you a really embarrassing life story that he should never tell anyone, that no human being on the planet should ever know. Like, this is stuff typically I tell you guys I should die with, right? Anyway, so when I was a young lad, you know, I was doing things young lads do when they go to the restroom and they're of a teenage age. And one day, while performing said activity, I noticed there was a lack of lotion, right? And I'm like, well, crap, there's no lotion. You know, I'm young, I'm ready, I want to do this. You know, my brain kicks in, this needs to happen. What do we have for alternatives to lotion? So I'm looking, and we have Vicks VapoRub. Now, for those not familiar with Vicks VapoRub, it is a medicine you rub on your chest. It's very greasy, very slimy, and it basically, you know, it's there to penetrate your sinuses and try to clear out drainage. So I grab my adult entertainment magazine, and I'm like, yes, Vicks VapoRub to the rescue, right? So I'm like, all right, this can happen now, you know? This trip was not wasted. So I crack open the Vicks VapoRub, take a whiff. I'm like, man, this is awesome. Not only am I going to take care of business, but it's going to smell phenomenal. It's just going to smell great. I'm going to walk around. It's going to be like, yeah. People are like, man, is someone wearing Vicks VapoRub? Like, so everything's just lined up, right? Everything just lined up. So crack that bad boy open, slap a generous amount in my hand, I grab it. I was trying to think of how to say that, so I want to keep it as PG as I can, and start to go to work. About 3 seconds into this, a warm sensation. And I'm like, this is an added bonus. Great. Everything. And then it takes a turn for the worst. For those not aware, there is alcohol, a little bit, in Vicks VapoRub. I proceed to scream bloody murder while I literally hop off the can, jump in the shower, turn it on. I am screaming with the shower head, trying to aim it just right with soap and water. Like, please, for the love of God, make this pain go away. I hear my mom come running down the stairs like, what's wrong? What's wrong? She's trying to open the door. I'm like, oh God, please, no, do not let my mother open the door. I'm like, please, door. Because you know how it's sad when parents, kids are in danger, they get that like super strength. So like my mom's gonna freaking hulk down this door and she is gonna see everything, and I'm gonna die. I'm literally gonna die. Like in this moment, I will just die. So she doesn't break down the door. I choke back the excruciating pain, and I'm like, I fell, and I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm sorry I yelled. But I promise you I'm fine. She's like, open the door, open the door. So I'm like, no, Mom, I fell. I'm washing it off. I'm good. I'm good. I'm naked, Mom. I don't want you to come in. I don't want you to come in. She's like, okay, but I want to see you after you're done. So then, problem 2 arises. I have to produce an injury, right? Problem 3, I have to produce an injury from a fall that already should have occurred. So if I make noise while doing it, then I'm going to have 2 injuries. Like, I should have 2 injuries. But then if I have 2 injuries, I have to make another injury, which means I should have 3 injuries. So literally, I'm trying to figure out, how do I produce an injury without making noise that is consistent with me supposedly having fell? At the same time, how do I go and see my mom immediately after that when the act I was doing has a certain part of me in intense pain, like shooting pain? So I'm like, okay, how do I handle this? So I come up with this idea. I get a bunch of toilet paper and I bunch it up, right? I go to my knee, I hold it against my knee to muffle the sound, right? And then I whack my knee against the counter, and it hurt. It hurt a lot, but it muffled the sound. I did get a nice little bruise, you know. And when you're dark skinned like me, it is hard to get a bruise. You have to hit pretty hard, otherwise you get this little red kind of red little lump there. So I had to hit it hard, because remember, I did this, I had to have been injured loud enough to yell, right? So I had to whack this pretty good. So anyway, I take care of everything. I go there, and I tell my mom, and you know, she does mom things. Oh, does it hurt? Blah, 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 blah. Let me get da, 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 da. But anyway, the moral of this story for the gentlemen and ladies, I mean, I don't know, I don't judge, is Vicks Vapo Rub is not a substitute for non-scented lotion or Vaseline. That is the moral I would like you all to walk away from. Learn from Val's mistakes. Get smarter. Because in my stream, I like to not only educate you in DAC, I like to educate you in life. But anyway, that is that 100% no BS happened. That happened to me. And it was not fun. It was not fun. Oh, I'll never forget that. It was this pain. It's pain all the way. No other way to describe it. No Gold Bonds after shower. I did not know that. That's a new one for me. I've never used Gold Bond for its intended purposes. Or for unintended purposes. I've never owned it, so I can't comment to the best time to use it. But yeah, Vicks Vapo Rub or any store brand is not a substitute. It is not. Live and learn, folks. Live and learn. Excuse me. Man, I'm super sleepy. I'm so sleepy. I'm sleepy as Maximus. Like, my brain right now is operating off of sheer will and DHC farming determination. That's honestly what's keeping me animated. That, of course, in Smitty. Smitty, because he's awesome. Dark Magician's also awesome. Dark Magician has been pretty cool. He's relatively new to the stream. But I have to say, I really like having you around, Dark. It was good to see you see you here. I'm glad you did stay. Glad you did stay. Haas, I don't know if Haas has ever been here for my stories at all. I'm not sure if he has or not. I apologize if he has, Haas. I don't remember. I remember Dark Magician specifically. I do, actually. I love and trust everyone until they do something otherwise, which has caused me to be hurt a lot in my life. But it's just how I am. It honestly is just how I am. I don't know how to be any other way. I'm sorry, Smitty. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize. I also get names confused with in-game names as well. That happens a lot. I think I've asked Mullet at least 17 times if he's Violet J. At minimum 17 times. Every time he shows up in the stream, I'll be like, Mullet, I haven't seen you in game. He'll be like, I'm Violet J. Oh, yeah, that's right. Like, I mean, it's honestly happened a lot. Maybe not 17 times, but it's happened a lot. For shizzle. But I hope everyone's having a good time in DHC. I really hope that the new compensation has helped people feel more comfortable about DHC and everything. Close to a dozen. Yeah, it's pretty. It's been a lot, Mullet. It has been a lot. You just got home, but you got home at the right moment. You did, actually, Dark Magician. You did not miss story time, for sure. For sure. Typically, though, for the new people, what causes story time, and anyone in my stream will tell you this is the God's honest truth, is we'll be farming something in DHC. Someone will say something relatively close about DHC to something I remember in my life, and it will spawn a 30-minute introduction into something that happened in Val's past. That honestly happens. That's not an exaggeration or a joke. And sometimes it's longer than a 30-minute story. Like, I'll break down everything, like what happened, what I was wearing. Like, I mean, I told the story about what was the compensation. So what they did was now the exploiters are excluded from all benefits of the compensation except the outfit tokens. I do believe they still get the outfit tokens, but they don't get the summons, and they do not get the gems. And the summons are now free, so you no longer have to spend gems to buy the special currency. Oh, you do have to go pick up your roommate? Oh, that's cool, though. That's cool. Well, that's the term the community has chosen to use. What happens, though, Ethereal, what gives it a really bad taste, and I know it's not everyone, but you have certain streamers who rubbed it in the face of everyone who didn't get to exploit. You know, that's the word that's being used. Like, they rubbed it in everyone's face pretty hard. Like, I mean, they basically took the equivalent of their special purpose out of their pants and ran around and smacked everyone in the face with it to say, haha, look, I'm so awesome. Look what I did. Look what you didn't get. You know, and that's not right. That definitely puts a negative taste in everyone's mouth. You know, so then everyone who did that now, that's your representative, right? While it's not fair that he's your representative, but that's your rep now because of how he behaved and how he acted. My God, I need a new freaking chair so bad. This stupid thing. It just like gave out on me. It does that every now and then. It'll fall backwards. Yeah. So the threshold is 7 summons. If you did more than 7 summons, you're not getting anything except for the 10,000 outfit tokens. I think his name, they were posting it in Discord. It's J something. I honestly don't remember it. It's J something. And apparently, I even think earlier today in Discord, he was being very disrespectful of people, saying that look what he got to do and look what he gets to keep and all that. So, I don't remember. It's J something. Honestly, people like that, I don't argue with. I don't fight with. I just ignore it. Because the worst thing you can do to someone who wants attention by behaving a certain way is to act that way. I don't know. Is that it? That looks right. Wow! But I have no problem with it being sturdy. That is okay. Because on a unit like Zeveron, that would still benefit from crit rate and crit damage because his HP attack does scale with it. I mean, you can still use it. Plus, you never know when they'll actually introduce someone that doesn't get bonus damage from XP, but their actual entire attack is based off their HP. A lot of times, it's not based off, it's bonus. No, Ethereal, why would you wish that on me? Come on, man. I thought we were friends. Ethereal. Come on, man. Why would you? Just like he said in Ricky Bobby, don't you put that evil on me. Don't you put that evil on me, Ethereal. That's so messed up, man. I thought we was friends. My work laptop is still on, and I'm not working. So let me shut this down real quick. I don't want to look at work. There we go. That takes care of that. Animal Crossing is coming to Nintendo Switch. I have never played any iteration of Animal Crossing. Not even once. Not even once. I think the worst role I've ever had was, is it coming? Because I never got anything yet. Yeah, it's coming. They said estimates about 2 weeks before they reopen the banner and give out the special stuff. But, I mean, like they said in their post, you guys, there are checks and balances that they are working on that is going to prevent stuff like this from happening in the future. They mentioned a new QA process. Update 3 is going to have some stuff that is going to deal with this. And then there's going to actually be a beta test server, which the experts are going to be able to play on and see early content. So, and be able to, do stuff with that. From what I understand, Ethereal, that is the final decision in it. Now, I say that, but it could change, maybe, I don't know. But from the information I have as of this moment, it is the final decision. And I know I'm all off camera right now, so I'm like chillaxing. But my footrest is on this side, so you get like a bad profile on me. You get a lot of dead air. I'm sorry about that. I apologize. It gives you another profile look at me, though, right? Get another look at the baldness. Isn't the baldness awesome, by the way? This feels incredible, by the way. Just run my hair. Oh, yeah. Oh. That feels so good. So good. I love the feel of bald. Everybody, including the people who summons, get it. No. They do not. Dude, Ethereal. I honestly, so just so you know, legit, like, all the donos that I get, unless people say this dono is for summons, all the donos I get, all the money I get from subs, and all the money I get from bits, and bits isn't a lot, but, is going to getting a new chair. It all goes back into the stream. Unless you guys says, hey, Russ, this is for your birthday. Like, a couple of people said when they gave me birthday money on my stream, it was like, hey, this is for your birthday, use it however. A few people said this is for summons, and I'll use it for summons. But unless you specify it, everything goes back into the stream. Because my my middle son got us this awesome HD camera for my birthday, all the money was being saved for a new camera, but now it's being saved for a new chair. I desperately need a new chair. So bad. This thing is this chair has been through battles. Like, I mean, we've been through many a late night World of Warcraft gaming, many a late night Tomb Raider, because I'm really into the new Tomb Raiders. I mean, just, it's been here through thick and thin. But, you know, she's dying. She is dying. There was quite a few people that thought that. God Awful Shelf, you're not wrong. The experts ourselves even thought that. Unfortunately, that is not something that was feasible at the time. So, that could change if things were like this were to happen. But as of, from what I know, that just wasn't feasible at the time. And the thing with a server rollback, not a server rollback, you wouldn't, because, so there's a server rollback and then there's an account rollback, right? This type of thing wouldn't have been a server rollback. A server rollback is like, holy crap, you kill SW, you know, 10 Widow, and it drops, and then 85, you know, 6-star max level % pieces, right? That's a server rollback. It's like, holy crap. We can't let all these people have this gear. Unfortunately, we got to roll the server back. But, like, in this case, because of the numbers involved, that it was a small group of people, that would have definitely have been account rollbacks. So, I mean, they're just a small difference. I'm not trying to be that guy. I realize it's semantics, but it just, there is a small difference. But either way, it wasn't an option. And even with account rollbacks, because of how long, so one of the things that they addressed, right? So this is something they've already put in writing. I shouldn't be giving new information because they put this in writing. They acknowledged that their response time to this was bad. So with an account rollback or a server rollback, you need to do it as close as to when you detect it as possible. Because this went almost 24 hours without anything happening, an account rollback or a server rollback would have been very, very painful. I don't know. They don't share the tech that they use to determine that. Even with us experts, we don't get to see the tech. We are told that this is the numbers they have based off of however they determine it. But we don't know. We don't know. Account rollbacks would have been reasonable if somewhat complicated. Again, I guess it depends on the tech and tools that you use, right? God awful. Which, again, the experts, we don't have access to that to know how they do it. They just basically say, here are your options. Sean said if rollbacks were an option, they would have done that. Val, like this could have been avoided if they responded when they had that meeting on the day the issue happened. Yeah, I know, and they 100% admitted that they waited too long to respond to it. They know it. They know it. I mean, that they put that in writing. And yes, he did say that if rollbacks were an option, they would have done it. Like, the experts, it was the first thing all of the experts we universally agreed on right when they said, hey, we want your guys' opinion on this. It's the first thing we all said. No, come on, Ethereal, come on now, come on. No, X-Batty, stop agreeing, stop it. You stop that. That's not what it was. Come on, guys. You're better than this. You're better than this. But I get the frustration that spawns those kind of comments. I do. The issue is all of the stuff that theoretically happened after the bugged pulls, new Nat 5s in Arena, win losses, etc., etc. So here's the thing, and God awful, don't take this personally, right? I don't mean this negatively at all. If you are not a spender, I mean big spender, because someone in our guild spent $300 pulling on that. So if you're not a big spender, you are not going to be competitive in Arena anyway. Like, the big people who spend a lot of money, guys like me, I don't know if I have any big spenders in chat right now, but guys like me who aren't a big spender, we didn't have a chance to compete with them anyway. Like, I mean, they were always going to have more Nat 5s than you. That's a fact of life. they were always going to have more nat 4s than you, because when a new unit is released and their credit card bill is like $1,500 because they spent the money to get the new unit, then to max skill the new unit, and then they spent money again to gym it to get gear for that unit, you honestly think them getting 4 more nat 4s or 5 more nat 4s than you right now matters? It doesn't. It really doesn't, because they're always going to have more than you. They can outspend you any day, time, or choosing they so see fit, because they got the bank account to do it. So it honestly, their 5 new nat 5s honestly doesn't mean much to you, because you couldn't compete with them anyway. I couldn't compete with them anyway, and I spend a lot. Yeah, and then a perfect example is you spend 300 and then get nothing because the rates. I mean, RNG is still RNG. I mean, that's life. RNG is just RNG. But as I've said before, I would have burned my credit card to the ground if I had been there. Like, literally, my card, I would have pulled it out and it would have just instantly just disintegrated. Like, that's how fast I would have spent. It would just went poof. Like, my credit card company be calling me up, Russ, there has to be fraud. You went to 0 to maxed in like 10 seconds. I was like, nah, man. This banner, I had to hit it. I had to hit it. Oh, gotcha. My bad. God awful. I misunderstood. Val, they took the streamer accounts because they were offsetting the system, so it does matter. No. I still don't think it does, Dark. Because they were always going to have more than you. It honestly does. They were always going to have more than you. The streamer thing was different because the streamer thing, they were giving specific OP nat 5s to the streamers. If we are talking the same streamer incident, I think we are. They were given specific bad A units. In this case, they had a random chance to get a bad A unit, which is the same thing you have, which means if you so chose to, you could have dropped $500 and tried to get in as many nat 5s as they did. No problem. Go for it. Actually, you could still do that now. You can still do that now and be competitive. You're not getting a specific OP unit and then taking that unit and using it in arena. Those are two different things. They always had an advantage, though. I mean, Dark, do you honestly think a spender who already has way better units and gear than we do, it really matters, who's already at the top, do you really think 4 or 5 new nat 5s is going to matter to them? I seriously, I can tell you it doesn't. I can 100% tell you it doesn't matter to them. They're still going to be better. They just are. I mean, this is fact of the matter is they're just going to be better. And that doesn't bother me either, by the way. It doesn't. It doesn't bother me that I didn't get to do it. It doesn't bother me that... Yeah, co-op, it'll make a difference. Now they'll have more units to use. But they already had more units. Now they're going to have even more units to use, right? So they'll be able to queue up bots and do a lot more runs than you will. But they could already do a lot more runs. That is so true, Miss Sassy. I don't know how the word got around, to be honest, Dark. I don't. I think what happened is people start seeing nat 5s come up like crazy in chat. And then it just blew up from there. People were like, well, what are you doing to get all these nat 5s? And I'm sure somebody at some point said, oh, we're pulling from the tank banner. And then someone else started doing it and said, oh, I just got a nat 5. And then it just kind of probably steamrolled from there. Dark, that's my guess on how it happened. But since I missed it, and I'm quietly sad that I missed it, then, you know, I can't tell you for sure. And I'm not quietly sad I missed it. I've been pretty vocal that I'm sorry I missed it. So I shouldn't say quietly sad. Vocally sad that I missed it. Because let me tell you, it would have happened. That would have been one of those times because my wife doesn't like paperless billing, right, for credit cards. I just talked her into her new credit card to go paperless. But in the past, she hasn't liked it, so we would get physical bills. Like, that would have been an incident where I would have done that, where I guarantee you I would have made sure that I went to go get the credit card bill and pay it before she saw it. Because she would hit the roof. Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you have garbage gear, it doesn't matter. Because the thing is, like, and I'm glad Miss Sassy said that. So say, like, a free-to-play person dumps 6K gems and they get 1 Nat 5. Honestly, still doesn't matter. They have to level it, and they have to gear it. If they had crap gear to begin with, right? So say some new person who saw this, they got all their gems because they buy all those really great newbie packs, and they get that 1 Nat 5. They still have garbage gear. They can't even farm to be competitive with you. Like, they can't. Because just the sheer fact that you've been playing and you've gotten good gear, you're already better. They could max 6-star that thing, and you would roll over them with your freaking Crystal Priest, right? Because they have no good gear. Like, they're in, like, freaking adventure gear, whites that they upgraded to purple, right? With all the wrong stats because they're noobs, so they didn't know what gear to put on it. So, Miss Sassy, I appreciate you bringing up that point. That is an excellent point. Miss Sassy, like, I think you work really hard, like, and you're a very thoughtful person. Like, I know you've said you're older, but if I were single, I don't know. I like the vibe that you put out. And I know you're in my state. I'd be like, Miss Sassy, we gonna have drinks. I wouldn't say it like that, right? I'd be, like, more classy, like, hey, I'm going to be in your area. I'm not, but in my head, you know how guys are. You know, you're a girl. You know what us guys lie flat out to try to have that chance meeting. Like, oh, I'm going to be in your area. Maybe we should go have dinner or something. Or, like, if you like the girl at school and you know when her lunch period is and the friend she hangs out with, you happen to get the same thing that she likes and walk by. Oh, I didn't know you sat here. Can I sit down? We do it. We do it because we're too dumb. We're too dumb. We're just too dumb to be honest and say, hey, can I sit next to you because I find you really attractive. If you can't man your moms, you're not going to be successful. Yeah, that's my problem with co-op. I don't have a lot. I used to have a lot of game. I'll be honest. I was kind of an a-hole, though, in high school, and I saw women as, as unfortunately not as I should have. Let's just say it like that. I was, and unfortunately I was good looking. I say unfortunately because it gave me an even bigger head, which made me think I was God's gift to women. And I didn't have any problems getting with them. But I was the guy that dads warned their daughters about when I was in high school. Only after one thing kind of guy. And I did grow out of it because the thing is I graduated at 15 and I started college at 16. I went to City because no university was going to take me at 15. So I went to City College first. And that was a big wake-up call for me. Going to City College at 16 really helped me understand I wasn't the big wig I thought I was and helped bring me down to the humility level. The problem was I was still attractive, and when I going to college, going into 18 or so, in becoming legal now was just I got myself in a world of trouble. Like a world of trouble. In a world of trouble, not like I didn't hurt anybody, but just like I was an a-hole, and I was slapped more than once. I was definitely slapped more than once, to be honest with you. Because I was like, I look good, I actually, true story, I told this to a girl. So I got cocky and I would start telling, hey, I don't want to be exclusive, but if you want to hang or hook up, I'm down with it, right? And some people, believe it or not, some chicks were like, hey, I'm cool with it. Like, I just want to hook up too. So that went fine. And this was before Tinder, right? You had to do this stuff in person. Like, you didn't just, like, pull up an app and be like, all right, let's, I swiped right, you swiped right, where are we meeting? No. You actually had to use communication skills and talk to the other person. But I remember this one chick. We'd hooked up, and she was really into me, and we'd gone out a few times, and she actually had developed an emotional bond. Now, I never had the conversation with her about, like, you know, I'm an a-hole, which is really what I didn't say that, but it translated into I was an a-hole. So, like, you know, she starts admitting, like, she has real feelings, and that she would like a relationship, and I was like, nah, you know, I got, like, I swear I said this. Like, in about 30 minutes, I have this other chick that I was going to meet because we've been talking for a while, and she would, like, she's finally available. So, sorry, like, you know, I'm not really looking for it. Like, someone poured their heart out to me, and literally, I ripped it out, crapped on it, stuck it back in her chest, but, I did pay for the check before I left. I did pay for the check. And to this day, I feel, bye Haas, have a safe trip picking up your roommate if it's a long one, even if it's a short one, be safe. And to this day, that honestly fills me with just such shame. Like, I wish I could meet that girl again in life and apologize to her and be like, hey, I am so sorry that I did that to you. Like, and sadly, that's not even the worst thing that I've done. Like, it's not even the worst thing. It's not even. I've actually had sex with a girl, have been getting dressed. She's throwing away her panties, like, you know, because I don't know why she threw away her panties. She was throwing away her panties. She's like, hey, you want to meet up? I literally said, walking her to her car, I said, nah, I'm kind of getting bored with hooking up. So, I don't know. This is probably the last time we're going to hook up. This chick, like, and she was, like, one of those, like, where she actually cared about me. Like, she didn't ask for a relationship, but she was one of those where I kind of remember her saying something about, like, she just wanted to hook up with anybody, so people she trusted. So she trusted me, and I just, like, crapped all over that. I literally told her, like, I was just, I honestly, basically, in so many words said, I'm tired of doing you, and I want something new. Like, as we're walking out to her car, who does that? What kind of a-hole does that? Like, that makes me truly feel like crap. No. So here's the thing. That's not an excuse, Ethereal. That's not an excuse, dude. You respect people's feelings, man. I should have been respectful of her feelings, regardless if I was looking for a serious relationship or not. To have the audacity to tell her that, hey, I'm just with you until I go meet this other chick, that is so freaking insensitive and a D move to do. It's like, I could have said that so many ways, so much better. I could have said, hey, you know, I'm sorry. I didn't mean for it to develop into this, but unfortunately for me, a serious relationship really wasn't what I was looking for at this time. I apologize for leading you on. I didn't want to hurt your feelings, right? Like, I mean, that could have been so much better than, like, I'm sorry, but hey, this other chick I'm about to hook up with, like, in a few minutes here. Like, I mean, it could have been handled so much better. That's why, like, because I'd been an a-hole, when I finally met my wife, and, like, I knew what it meant at that point. Like, honestly, like, you guys can't see it, but I'm honestly a little glassy-eyed thinking about how much of an a-hole I was. That's not an exaggeration. I'm a little glassy-eyed because it's embarrassing to me that I treated someone that way. I don't tell this story as, like, this is a shining example moment. This is a how not to be a human. Like, and definitely how not to be a man for sure. Like, without a doubt. Like, this is just not how you want to live your life. But to what Sassy said is true. Growing as a human is important and learning from experiences. She couldn't be more right. Because of those experiences, when I met my wife and I was mentally, emotionally ready to be in a serious relationship, I knew how someone should be treated. Because, unfortunately, I knew how not to treat them, and I just didn't do that. Like, I mean, I just didn't. Like, and respecting my wife was the utmost thing in my mind. The utmost thing. Like, at the time, she was my girlfriend. It was really weird how my wife hit me and just, like, not hit me physically, but hit me on an emotional level and made me feel like the entire thing, how I viewed relationships, was wrong. Like, I mean, how she treated me, how she respected me, it just, I don't know. I mean, there's a song called "God Bless This Broken Road," and it starts. It goes. I stepped out on a narrow way many moons ago, hoping I might find true love along the broken road. Well, I got lost a time or two, wiped my brow and kept pushing through. I couldn't see that every sign pointed straight to you. Every long lost dream led me to where you are. Others who broke my heart, they were like morning stars, pointing me on my way into your loving arms. This much I know is true, that God bless the broken road that led me straight to you. And I hear that song, and I 120% hear every word that band says. Because that, honestly, I feel so bad that I was so many girls just their broken heart. They're crying at night. I mean that a girl could hear that and be like, that a-hole Russ just tore me up inside, right? And then on the flip side of it, all my bad experiences like led me to where I am now with my wife, because they were northern stars that pointed me right to where I needed to be. And it's that journey you take as a person, as an individual, as a man, as a woman, that really makes you grow. It's all those little broken hearts, all those little missteps along the way that help you and hopefully, right, and not too negative of a way, shape you into the person that you are today, making you ready for the relationship when it finally comes. And don't get me wrong, I perfectly acknowledge that there are bumps there that can just totally break a person, right? Where they'll sometimes likely never be ready for a relationship. And to them, I have the utmost respect and sadness too, because it's a horrible thing to have happen to you, to have something so life-changing that it destroys you like that. But there are those that just have a normal story like me, where you made some mistakes, you did some things wrong, you had your own broken hearts, but in the end, all that led you to be who you are and to where you are. So, I mean, I absolutely love that song. And I'm not a country person. I typically can't stand country. But I love Bless the Broken Road. I mean, I like that song. It's so powerful. It is so powerful. I really do. And there's a verse in it where it actually says a lot of this stuff, like almost word for word. It just is, such a good song. Such a good song. I'd play it, but then we get copyrighted. I couldn't put it on YouTube, etc., etc. But it's such a good song. I think Rascal Flatts sings it. Oh. But anyway, I like, you guys probably can tell, it's a few times I've talked about my wife and the few times I talk about relationships. I'm very passionate and I am super romantic. And I'm incredibly charming when I want to be. And that's not me tooting my own horn. That's other people telling me and I not believing them. And now I'm trying to, because an important part of growing is also letting people compliment you. They probably grew as people too, Val. I know, but do you really want to be that teacher that helps someone grow like that, in that kind of way? That's what you have to ask yourself. And I don't. I don't want my kids to be. Like that is definitely the wrong way to help someone grow. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, but you're not wrong. They probably grew as people too. Or, for all I know, that could have been... Because a lot of these girls, honestly, I never called them again. I never called to see how they were doing, if they're okay. It was, honestly, with me, out of sight, out of mind. You know, I was done with you. You were doing off whatever you did. Like, now, I think I'm overly sensitive because of that. Like, because of realizing how wrong it is. Like, to this day... Like, I'll see someone, I'm talking about strangers. Like, I'll see someone that looks like they're having a bad day, and I'll literally stop and ask them, hey, is everything okay? Like, are you all right? Like, I cannot tell you, true story, one day, when I failed myself, now, this is another I failed myself, but I did care enough to make sure she was sort of taken care of. So, I remember one day I'm late for work, right? And we've all been there. Like, I mean, everybody's been late for work at some point in their career. And I'm hustling, right? And I forgot I need gas. Like, I literally need gas or I'm not going to get to work, which is going to make me more late for work. So I'm hauling butt to the gas station. I'm breaking all kind of traffic laws. Luckily, I work super early in the morning, so it's mostly like just a straight shot there. So I get to the gas station, I gas up, and I just get this tap on the shoulder. It is this young lady who, I mean, she doesn't look homeless. It looked like maybe her and her boyfriend had a fight. But she's in tears. She's in her pajamas. And everything's clean. That's why I don't think she was homeless. Everything was clean. She didn't smell. Her mascara was running. Her hair looked a mess. And she's all like, you know, she told me her name. I actually remember her name. She said her name is Crystal Oaxaca. And she says, and she was in tears. She says, they won't let me use the restroom here. And I was like, really? They're not going to let you use the restroom? You don't? And she's like, I don't know. So she wasn't asking for money. She was just asking, whatever happened to her was just so traumatic, right? That she left the house and she looked a mess. She really did, but you could tell she wasn't homeless. Like, something happened to her. So I was like, hey, dude, let her come use the bathroom. He's like, well, you know, customers only. So I was like, did you want anything? I got her something. I bought it. I left for her to use the restroom. And I feel like I failed because one, I was too caught up in my own BS. I'm not that often that late for work. My boss at the time, super understanding. I'd have told him this story. He'd have been like, dude, I'm glad you made sure she was okay. But I literally paid for it. I ran out the door, didn't see if the cashier treated her right, let her use the bathroom, gave her a key, gassed up my car, and left. I got to work, and I'm telling this story, and my other buddy, who I think is kind of a little over empathetic like I am, was like, dude, why didn't you make sure she could use the restroom? Why didn't you stay and make sure everything was taken care of? And I thought about it, and it was because I was so wrapped up in my own BS of trying to get to work, to be on time, of being this great employee, that I really kind of discarded the needs of another human being. Like, I don't even know what happened to her. Like, I really wish I had, like, stopped, got out of my own unimportant SHIT, because I would have never been fired. Like, honestly, my boss would have been like, hey, you're never late, what happened? I'd have told his story. He's like, hey, I'm glad you stayed and helped her out. You know, we understand. Because my company, believe it or not, back then was amazing. My company, just a real quick sidetrack, was so good, to tell you how awesome they are. We actually had an alcoholic who would come into work drunk and sleep under his desk, and we didn't fire him. The company, not the employees, the company paid for him to go to AA, gave him special concessions, plenty of time off so that he'll be able to make all his meetings if any of them conflicted. Like, I mean, they bent over backwards to help him. He just didn't respond to AA. He kept coming in drunk. And after about, I think, a month and a half, we finally fired him. But they did everything in their power not to fire that guy and get him help. The company did. That wasn't an employee. The company CEO actually personally came down and talked to the guy and said, hey, you know, we want to help you. That it was amazing. It's an amazing company. But anyway, so I knew it would have been okay. But the point is, like, in life, we have to be considerate of other people. They're humans just like you are. They bleed just like you do. Don't be so caught up in your headspace on what you got going on not to recognize a fellow human that needs help. Like, it's just how I live. I mean, that's how I see things. Like, that's legitly how I see things. Help people. Like, be considerate of them. Don't be so focused on what you need at the moment to not be able to see what you can help someone else do now. You know what something else I do? Something else I do, like, if I see someone having a bad day, I will honestly compliment them. I'll be like, oh, hey, hey, how you doing? Like, oh, wow, you look great today. Like, I really like this dress, or I really like this blouse. Or, dude, those boots are awesome. Where did you get them? Because when you're having a bad day, that little bit interaction, even if you don't stay, like, and they say, like, oh, I got this from wherever they got it from, or they say, oh, thank you, I got this blouse from XYZ or whatever, that little bit of acknowledgement that someone else was like, oh, wow, there's one person at least who noticed or who cares, means so much to people. I could tell you it means it to me. Like, when I'm having a bad day and someone legitimately asks me how I'm doing, and I say, hey, I'm not having a great one, and they take that extra 2 or 3 minutes, or because you all know me, that extra 15 minutes to listen to my story and say, hey, man, I'm sorry. If there's anything I can do to help, let me know. That means the world to me. So I try to do that to other people just because we're all human, man. We treat... I believe in the good book. A lot of people don't, and that's okay. But do unto others as you would have them do unto you is kind of a rule there. And I would want people to treat me that way and have sympathy for me and to help me if I need it. So I help people when I see it, and I have sympathy for them, and I help them when I can, just because it's a good way to live. It is, and you feel good about yourself. You do. It's like, oh, I helped a person, right? But anyway, that's typical Val stream for anyone who's new. Typical, right there, 100%. Just how this stream rolls. And that all ties into DHC because even if someone has bad units, they're still a person, right? They're not less of a person. Let's bring it. We had to bring it full circle. We had to insert DHC in there somewhere, and that's the best Val had at the time. That's the best I got. I gave it my best shot right there to bring it back into DHC. The moral of the story: if someone is running a rascal on Adept Vital, they're still a person too. Oh boy, I would really like to hang with a bunch of you. I'm talking to my wife about it because I know some of you are in Cali, and my wife and I have talked about traveling in Cali to see my son. So when we do, I'm probably going to announce it, and anyone that's in the area that wants to do like a meetup. I know there's only a few of us in Cali. Sorry, we're not going out of state for anyone not in Cali. But you can meet me. You can meet my wife. Am I going to TwitchCon? I don't know. I don't like to talk finances a lot, but I'm kind of broke. So we just paid for solar. So that's being installed. That's going to help us save money. So that took a lot. We just bought a new car. That also took a lot. And our son just started college. So I'm kind of broke. If someone sponsors me to go to TwitchCon, I'll go. But I don't think I'll be paying for it. I have done too much DHC swiping, to be honest. I have. If you notice, I haven't really done many purchases on stream anymore. I really haven't. Because we just spent a lot of money. But I am not begging for donos or subs. That's not what's happening. I'm not begging for money. I'm just being honest with you guys. I'm not going to lie to you ever about that kind of thing. I won't go into details about it too much, but I'm not going to lie to you about it. And I am pretty broke right now. I'm almost so broke where I can't even afford to pay attention. I'm almost at that level. Man, this stream went a lot longer than I intended. It was actually only going to be an hour. We're at like an hour and 45 minutes now. Hopefully I've kept you guys entertained, even though I don't know if it's necessarily been with DHC you've been entertained or with my stories. And for the new people that are left, I know we had a big spike there, but if we're ever on one of my tangents and you actually have a DHC question, it is 120% okay to say, hey Val, I got XYZ DHC question, you mind filling it for me? I will stop and answer it, but fair warning, I will immediately go back to the long drawn out story that I was working on before then. Just fair warning, I will answer it, but I'm definitely going to go back. It's going to happen. I mean, it's Val. I mean, that's how my streams go. My buddy who doesn't play DHC, but he watches all my streams that I put on YouTube because he says he likes hearing about my life and my family because he doesn't care about the content. DHC means nothing to him. He likes another game. He plays it. But he does care about what's going on with my family. This is the first game we haven't actually gamed together since Blood Brothers 1. I don't know if you guys remember that, but there was a company called Dina who was the essence of pay to win. Like, Dina, the whole company structure back then was pay to win. But anyway, they had a bunch of games, and one of the most pay to winniest, and actually one of the most popular at the time, was called Blood Brothers. Like, I mean, you have to spend easily $2K a month to be competitive in it. That's not an exaggeration. It's a literal fact. You had to be about $2K a month to be competitive. That's not saying you're the best. You're just trying to be competitive at that point. If you want to be the best, you're talking in the tens of thousands. And people did it. That's the crazy thing. But anyway, me and him played that game. Then we left that and we played Puzzle and Dragons together. We played Puzzle and Dragons for a long time. Then we left that and we played another one that's like Puzzle and Dragons called Tower of Saviors. Then I left that because I'd been playing that a little longer than he had because he hung on the Puzzle and Dragons for a while. We still kept in contact. We actually got our own chat server, and we would log in when we're at work so we could keep talking even though we played different games. But anyway, point is I gamed with them for a while. And this is the first game we actually haven't agreed on and played together in quite a while. Like, I used to play the game that he's playing now when it first came out, but I tried to play it to get back in it, and, you know, so me and him could have, like, you know, theory crafting discussions and things like that again. But I just couldn't get back into it. And then I found DHC, which is like this one, because this one was also a real-time, where it wasn't turn-based. Like, you had to do your abilities right then and there. There was no waiting. So that's why I thought I might be able to go back to it, but I was like, oh, I just can't. But anyway, he really likes this aspect of it. Like, I'm sure he's going to watch this and be like, oh, yeah, I didn't know that about Val. But yeah, and trust me, I still got, like, so many stories, like, about old school Val, about life in general, about things I've done to my brother. Oh, man. Life has been an interesting ride for Val. It really has. It really, really has. And I'm starting to get a headache because I'm hungry. I have to check in with my wife and see what we're doing for dinner. Because I don't know if I was supposed to cook. If I was, I definitely didn't cook. I hope we're not going to have leftovers because we have pork chops. I'm not a big fan of pork chops. And now I'm babbling about dinner. Oh my gosh. I think I should just end the stream. I think that's the signal when I'm babbling about what leftovers are in my fridge. I do most of the cooking and have most of the relationship. When we first got together, we did have a kid, and if we had worked the same schedule, meaning, you know, both of us had a 9 to 5, we would have paid her entire check basically to daycare. So to get around that, we worked opposite schedules. I worked in the 9 to 5. She worked the evening, and so she'd get home like 10 or 11. So I would honestly see my wife for max hours a day, about 3 hours, maybe. Because, I mean, longer if you would consider lying next to her sleeping, right? Like when she gets home at 11, and then I have to get up at, you know, back then I think, no, I always got up at 5, because I always worked at 6 in the morning. So I had 6 hours of sleeping, right? And then, like, I'd get up and she'd talk to me, and then when I got home, I'd see her. But real, actual, like, talking about 3 hours for the first 5 years of our marriage. And so because she worked evenings, I had to cook, which is okay. I like cooking. I like cooking a lot. So I do the majority of the cooking. I don't think it's possible for me to answer a question without turning it into a life thing. I don't think it's possible. I'm going to try, though. We've already had them, Ethereal, and you've missed them. There's been 2 already. I haven't posted them on YouTube, though. I don't even know if they're still available to download for me, because I think you have to be, like, a certain elite level for your videos to always be available at VODs. I think you have to be partner level with Twitch. And just so you guys know, partner level is redonkulous for Twitch. Just so you know, for me to get there where I could be able to go back and pull like my old videos, and to get partner, I need 75 average viewers. That's not for one stream. No. That's not for one stream. I need 75 as an average across my streams for a month. Just so you're aware, our record is 40. And that only lasted for about 10 or 15 minutes. So, I don't believe I'm going to get it anytime soon. I really don't. But I am trying. I am promoting my channel. I'm doing everything I can to make it successful, right? If you guys notice I'm doing something that's detrimental to that, please let me know. Oh, and actually, Ethereal, one of them is still available, but it's going to expire in 2 days. My Saturday morning breakfast stream for 9/1/2018 is still available if you want to watch it. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll download it, and I'll throw it on YouTube, and we'll see what the response is. If the response is decent, I will I'll start putting more of them on. Hey babe, what's up? Hey, I was just talking to my stream about what we want for dinner. And I have... My daughter wants me to make sure I tell you guys she says hi. But, I don't know, babe. What are you thinking? Okay, you know what I would want either place, so I'm cool with that. He did. He called out.
Off. Called off.
That sounds so dumb. That sounds... Hey, stream, question. If someone calls, when you call work saying you're not going to be in, are you calling in, are you calling off, or are you calling out? So which one do you think it is? Alright, but whichever place you want, babe, is fine with me. Okay. Dang, I don't like Burger King's fries that much, so what could I get instead of fries? I'm kind of okay with onion rings. Don't they have onion rings? I'm trying to remember. Burger Kings are the ones that have like that kind of crustiness, right? I guess just give me a burger with, you know, like I like it with onion rings instead of fries, I guess.
Wait, where are they
All right.
going?
Burger King.
Oh, they didn't ask me for anything.
Okay. All right. Oh, but I want the peach Sprite though. All right. I love you. Thank you for picking up dinner, babe. Bye. All right, stream. My wife and, as you heard, and kid are on home. Oh, so streaming after the Giants. So I've tried that. Dark. The problem is, to me right now, everyone a Giant. Xena, Breezy, Jew Bagel, Island. All those are Giants to me. Like, because they, like, I mean, Xena has like 5,000. Breezy has like 10,000. Island has a ridiculous. Drew Bagel has a ridiculous amount. So it's like they're all Giants, right? And their schedules, a lot of the times when I'm available, line up. Like, they're the same. Unfortunately, you know, that's when I'm available, is when they're streaming, sadly. So, hey, what's up, dude? How you doing, Gamer Series? I was glad to see you followed me. Thank you. I appreciate it. But yeah, Dark, I'm trying, man. I'm doing everything I can to promote my channel, to promote YouTube, and to do it respectfully, right? I'm not trying to be that guy that's in, like, someone else's stream, like, hey, come to my YouTube. Or, like, randomly posting on Reddit every thread, like, hey, you know I have a YouTube channel? Oh, you know I have a YouTube channel? I don't want to be that guy, because that guy typically gets ignored and actually doesn't grow his channel. So I try to offer good content. So that's my draw. I try to offer good content. I mean, we got our own stream currency. We've got games. We've got really good items in our stream store. Like, I mean, my YouTube channel, I mean, I have it tricked out. Like, you know, I have a method to my madness. I know, but the problem is when I'm available, though, Dark, like, my time that I can stream and the days I can stream is very narrow. That's the problem. That's what I'm fighting with. Like, I'm not saying you're not wrong. You're 100% right. Like, every time I start my stream, except for yesterday, I always do, Dungeon Hunter Champions, and I see who's streaming. And then I do, that other game I don't like to talk about anymore and see who's streaming. And usually, every time that I'm available, one of the big guys is streaming, which is just so detrimental to me. So, I mean, I just have to try to do what I can and hopefully win over as many as I can. That's my hope. But I got you guys, though, right? You guys are here consistently. Like, Schmitty is here consistently for me. Like, he is. And to be honest, like, in the beginning, this was a lot better. Like, today we had about 25 at max. But in the early days, like, I'd say the first, like, month, it used to be me and one other person. That was Bubba. He was, like, my first follower. It would be me and him for 3 hours on my Saturday night stream just talking about whatever. Like, that's where I started. So, I mean, I have definitely gained since then. Yeah, we do. We do. That's a problem, Dark. Like, and I don't know how to fix it. Like, I mean, maybe the IRL streams are an answer to that. But still, then someone's going to have to decide, right? Because you guys also watch them. Just I even watch them. You guys gotta decide, do I want to watch a Val IRL stream or do I want to watch a stream about the game I like? Right? So either way it goes, I'm competing. And they're giants. Like, I have no doubt. Like, I forgot Claytano. I can't forget. I can't believe I forgot Claytano and YDCB. YDCB, YDCB is my boy. Like, I was so mad I couldn't go see him this weekend because he was in LA. And I'm not too far from LA. And I was telling my wife, is there any way you think I could get down there to see him? And we were talking about it, and it just wasn't. Because she knows, like, she knows who YDCB is, because I usually always have him up, and I'm laughing my butt off. Because the guy is an entertainer. He is an I have nothing. I would honestly, this is a true story. Bruce Willis could walk up to me, and YDCB could walk up to me. I would be more excited about seeing YDCB than Bruce Willis. True story. Like, don't get me wrong. I think Bruce Willis is cool. I'm not saying he's not. I would still be nerding out that I met Bruce Willis, but I'd be going ape poop because I met YDCB. I'm like, dude, YDCB. Like, hell yeah. So awesome. So awesome. I would want to... I honestly would load up SW just so I can summon with that guy. I would. I still have SW on my phone. I don't play it. I still have it. So I'd be like, dude, can we do some tandem summons right now? Oh, man. I'd so nerd out to meet that guy. I would. Him, Claytano. Like, I know a lot of people don't like Claytano. I know. I like Claytano. I think the guy is cool. I think Claytano is super awesome. Like, he makes me laugh, but not to the extent that YDCB does. But those are great people. I haven't watched Xena much. I've watched Xena a few times, and I've talked to her a few times. She seems super cool, though. Like, super, super cool. Breezy I've talked to recently a lot because he's in the experts group. He seems like he's super cool, too. And then Gamer Serious. I almost forgot you, man. Like, I've talked to him. He's my guild leader, so... I've definitely talked to him. Jew is funnest? I've watched Jew Bagel. He's entertaining. Hey, Mullet. Dude, we're going to, like, start closing it down now. I know I've been saying that for the last, like, 30 minutes. But, yeah, we legitimately are getting closer to closing it down because, as you heard, my wife is picking up... we're having Burger King tonight. So, we're having Burger King, and I want to eat, spend time with the family... Then head to bed, get ready for work tomorrow. So, but we are definitely winding down. But anyway, I do appreciate the suggestion, Dark. And trust me, I try to do it, my friend. But, like, if you guys ever have any suggestions on better ways to grow my stream or things that you notice I'm doing wrong, do not hesitate to bring it up. I don't take constructive criticism personally at all. I take it exactly as that, constructive criticism, because you care enough to try to help me to grow things, right? Oh, Jews does? You love the stream how it is? Oh, DHC just crashed. I knew it was going to happen. A telltale sign for me, I'm learning how to speak DHC crash language better. A telltale sign DHC is going to crash for me is you'll notice the loading screen will start to go black. Like you'll see all the text, but everything behind it will be black. That's a sign a crash is coming. And that's what was happening for like the last 2 or 3 loading screens. Well, thank you, Mullet. I appreciate you liking it the way it is. I was just saying, because I know you just came back, that I'm always open on ways to grow my stream. Because, like, I don't know. There's no metric out there that says, like, is my stream trending the right way, right? Is it growing on an average that's... Is it growing at an average that's normal? Or is it glowing? Is it growing below average, right? So there's not really a good measuring stick, at least that I've found, for it. So I never know. Like, I'm always paranoid I'm behind the times. But I keep doing what I do, and I keep streaming. I keep to my schedule. Like, and if I change my schedule, I definitely let you guys know in my Discord. So just so you know, if you're not on my Discord and you want to be, there's the link. Because I do keep updates there. Like, I'll broadcast out if I'm going to be late or if stream times are changing. It's not required. You don't have to, like, chat away in it. If you just want to join it just so you can get the alerts if I'm going to be late, it's fine. It's not a requirement. I mean, it's pretty basic. I haven't put a lot of bells or whistles into it. It's mostly there for co-op so we can talk, and for 5v5 so we can have voice chat. And also so I can communicate if I'm going to be late for a stream or if a stream time is going to change. But man, I'm definitely winding down and sleepy. Looking forward to eating. And then I'm going to do the worst possible thing you could do after you eat. I'm going to probably go to bed and get sleep. Let all that delicious fat goodness just sit in my gut and permeate throughout my body. Oh, man. That sounds awesome. It honestly, I'm not joking. That really does sound good because I'm super tired. I'm super tired. But I appreciate Mullet saying it. Oh, yeah, for sure. There's definitely was more viewers tonight than when I started. Indubitably. Indubitably. That's a word people don't use enough anymore. But I'm already trying to bring back totally bitchin'. I don't know if I could work in indubitably to that. Because totally bitchin' has to make a comeback. It's my goal in life to bring that back. Like, it's my life goal. Like, right before I kick the bucket, like, I'm going to say, did I bring totally bitchin' back? And then I'm going to give my answer, and I'm going to be like, I love you, family, and then that's going to be it. That's going to be Val. That's slash into Val's story. And then because I could have to be like, yes, brought totally bitchin' back. Took a lifetime, but mission accomplished. That's one of those banner 80 sayings. It's right up there with as if. As if. That was definitely a very popular 80s saying. Alright, all. Yeah. Probably that will happen. I honestly, I will stream until you guys are tired of me. Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm sure they all agree with you on that one. But I've yawned like a million times. I am pretty sleepy. It's getting kind of late. I'm starting to run down. And I don't want you guys to see me like, you know, on low battery mode. Where it's like, man, Val's normally so animated and out there. Now he's just kind of like the Energizer battery. Now he's like the Energizer bunny without the Energizer battery. So I don't want you to see that. I don't want you to see it. Don't look at me. Don't look. Alright, guys. I appreciate everyone coming out. And regardless of what I just said, for making my stream a success and bringing me to where I am now. Because I feel, with your guys' help, I have come a long way from where I started. And I recognize that, and I greatly appreciate you guys helping make that a reality for me. And I am really looking forward when us as a community, Val's community together, are finally at that level where I can say, guys, I have a new sponsored stream coming because we've done it. We have enough people, and people want me to want to sponsor me. So no, they're picking up to the drive-thru and bringing it. So thanks, guys, for helping make that, for helping make where I am a success, and for being with me to see the rewards of the future. Or however makes better sense. I don't know. I'm tired and the brain isn't exactly putting things together as it should. So all you guys, thank you for coming out. I appreciate the support. And as always, all you dudes and dudettes out there, stay frosty.